Hello, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to Smooth English Talks. Today, I have a beautiful story for you. It is simple, emotional, and easy to understand. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a small village. The village was quiet and beautiful. There were green trees around it. A small river flowed beside the village. People knew each other. They helped each other. But there was one strange thing in the village. Every evening, an old man sat beside the road. He sat on a small wooden chair. He looked at the road, and he waited. He waited for someone, but no one knew who. His name was Thomas. Thomas was about 70 years old. He lived alone in a small house. His house was near the river. It was old. The roof was not very strong. The walls were not clean. But Thomas kept the house very neat. Every evening, at exactly 5 o'clock, Thomas left his house.
He carried a small chair. He walked slowly to the road. Then he sat down, and he waited. People often saw him. Some people felt sorry for him. Some people were curious. Some people laughed. One young man asked him one day, "Grandpa, who are you waiting for?" Thomas smiled. "I am waiting for someone." "Who?" Thomas looked at the road. "My son." The young man was surprised. "Where is your son?" Thomas smiled again. "I do not know." The young man did not understand. "You do not know where your son is?" Thomas shook his head. "No." "How long have you been waiting?" Thomas looked down. "Many years." The young man became quiet. He did not ask anything more. The next day he told his friends about Thomas. Soon everyone in the village knew the story. Thomas had a son. His son's name was Daniel.
Daniel left the village many years ago. He was only 18 years old. He wanted to find a better life. He wanted to earn money. He wanted to build a beautiful house for his father. Before leaving, Daniel said, "Father, I will come back." Thomas smiled. "I will wait for you." Daniel left the village. At first, he sent letters. He wrote, "Father, I am safe. I am working hard. One day I will come home." Thomas kept every letter. He read them again and again. But after some years, the letters stopped. No more letters came. No phone calls came. Nothing. People told Thomas, "Your son may never come back." Some said, "You should stop waiting." Others said, "Forget him." But Thomas never listened. Every evening he went to the road. He sat on his small chair, and he waited. One rainy evening, a young woman came to the village. Her name was Anna. She was traveling alone.
The rain was very heavy. She needed a place to stay. She saw Thomas sitting beside the road. He was wet. His clothes were old, but he was still waiting. Anna walked toward him. "Sir, why are you sitting here?" Thomas looked at her. "I am waiting." "For whom?" "My son." "Is he coming today?" Thomas smiled. "Maybe." Anna looked at the empty road. There was nobody there. She felt sad. She asked, "How long will you wait?" Thomas looked at the sky. "As long as I can." Anna did not know what to say. She invited him to a small shop nearby. "Come inside, sir. You will get sick." Thomas smiled. "Thank you." They went inside. Anna bought him some hot tea. Thomas held the cup with both hands. His hands were shaking. Anna looked at him. "Do you really believe your son will return?" Thomas looked at her. "Yes." "Why?" "Because I promised him." Anna was surprised. "You promised him?" Thomas nodded. "When my son left, he was afraid. He looked at me and said, 'Father, what if I fail?' I told him, 'You can fail many times, but you can always come home.'" Thomas became silent. Then he said, "I want him to know that I still mean those words."
Anna looked down. She felt tears in her eyes. The next morning, Anna left the village, but she could not forget Thomas. She kept thinking about him. She thought about his son. She wondered where Daniel was. A few days later, Anna arrived in a big city. She went to a small hotel. While talking to the hotel owner, she told him about the old man. The owner suddenly became quiet. "Did you say his name was Thomas?" "Yes." "And his son's name was Daniel?" "Yes." The man's face changed. He quickly stood up. "Wait here." He went into a small room. After a few minutes, he came back with an old photograph. He gave it to Anna. Anna looked at the photograph. There was a young man in it. Under the photograph was a name, Daniel. Anna's heart started beating fast. "Where did you get this?" The hotel owner said, "Daniel worked here many years ago. He was a good worker, but one night he left. Where did he go?" The owner shook his head. "I don't know." Anna looked at the photograph again. "Do you have anything else?" The owner thought for a moment. Then he said, "Yes." He brought an old box. Inside the box were some papers. There was also a letter. The letter was never sent. Anna opened it carefully. The letter said, "Father, I am sorry. I wanted to come home, but I lost my job. Then I lost my home. I felt ashamed. I thought you would be disappointed in me, so I stayed away, but I never forgot you. I hope one day I can come home. Your son, Daniel." Anna could not stop her tears. She now understood. Daniel did not forget his father. He was simply afraid. Afraid to come home without success. Anna asked the hotel owner, "Do you know where Daniel is now?" The owner thought for a long time. Then he said, "I heard he works near the northern mountains." Anna decided to search for him. She traveled for 2 days. She crossed a river. She walked through a small forest. Finally, she reached a small town. There she found an old repair shop. A man was working outside. He was older now. His hair was gray. His face was tired. Anna looked at him. Then she asked, "Are you Daniel?" The man stopped working. He looked at her. "Yes." Anna smiled. "I know your father." Daniel became silent. "My father?" "Yes." "Is he okay?" Anna nodded. "He is alive." Daniel looked down. He did not speak. Then Anna said, "He still waits for you." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. After all these years? Every evening, Daniel sat down. He covered his face with his hands. "I was ashamed. I wanted to return with money. I wanted to return with success. But I failed."
Anna sat beside him. "Your father never asked you for money." Daniel looked at her. He only wanted his son. Daniel started crying. He cried like a little child. After a few minutes, he stood up. "I want to go home." The next morning, Daniel left with Anna. They traveled back to the village. It took 2 days. On the second evening, they finally arrived. The sun was going down. The village looked the same. The trees were still there. The river was still flowing. And the old road was still quiet. But Thomas was not at home. He was sitting beside the road. As always. He looked toward the distance. He waited. Then he saw 2 people walking toward him. He looked carefully. His eyes became wide. His hands started shaking. He stood up slowly. Daniel stopped. He could not move. For a few seconds, father and son only looked at each other. Then Daniel said, "Father." Thomas said nothing. Daniel walked toward him. "Father, I am sorry." Thomas opened his arms. Daniel ran to him. They hugged each other. Thomas cried. Daniel cried. Neither of them spoke. They did not need words. After a long moment, Thomas whispered, "I told you." Daniel looked at him. Told me what? Thomas smiled through his tears. I told you that you could always come home. Daniel hugged him again. That evening, they walked home together. Thomas did not carry his chair. He did not need it anymore. For many years, he carried that chair every evening. Now he left it beside the road. The next morning, the people of the village saw something strange. Thomas was not sitting beside the road. His chair was empty, but nobody felt sad. Everyone knew why. Thomas had finally found the person he had been waiting for. His son was home. And from that day on, Thomas never waited alone again. He had his son beside him. They ate together. They talked together. They laughed together. Their house was still small. They were still not rich, but they were happy. Daniel finally understood something important. A person does not need to return home with money. A person does not need to return with success. Sometimes, home is simply the place where someone is waiting for you. So if you have someone who loves you, do not wait too long to call them. Do not wait too long to say, I am sorry. Do not wait too long to say, I love you. Because life is short. Money can come again. Success can come again. But time never comes back. And sometimes, the most beautiful place in the world is simply home.